This is not a coincidence. Heaven appointed this moment for you. You didn't stumble across these words by chance. Even your timing right now, the hour, the breath, the pull that brought you here, it's all divine alignment. Heaven has been waiting for this very minute to speak healing over your life. And Archangel Michael stands beside you now, carrying an urgent message straight from the throne of God. He says, "My child, you are not here by accident. You have been guided here. Even the motion of your hand, even the scroll of your finger, has been directed by the Spirit. This is heaven's appointment with your destiny. For a long time, you've been walking through invisible exhaustion. Your soul has been carrying weight you couldn't describe. Questions that lingered at night, tears that had no sound, prayers that faded into the silence. You've been wondering if heaven still sees you, if angels still move, if hope still belongs to you. Beloved, heaven answers now. Yes, you are seen. Yes, angels have been near. And yes, there is healing for what you thought would never mend. The word says in Psalm 34:18, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." That verse is not a memory. It is alive right now. It is breathing in this very moment, reaching through the air, finding you where you are sitting. You may not feel worthy of comfort, but God's presence does not depend on your worthiness. It depends on His mercy. There is a holy presence around you, quiet, weighty, peaceful. Can you sense it? It is the reminder that heaven has not forgotten your name. Archangel Michael speaks again. The angels have not left you. They have watched you while you slept. They have surrounded you in traffic, in waiting rooms, in hospital corridors, in lonely apartments. You are not abandoned. You are covered. You have asked, why has this journey been so hard? Why so much loss, so much silence? But heaven says nothing has been wasted. Even the days that felt meaningless were being folded into your healing. The confusion you faced was not punishment. It was redirection. The tears you cried were collected, not ignored. There were moments you thought your prayers vanished into the air, but they were never lost. They were stored, documented in heaven's chambers. And today, one of those prayers is being answered. That is why you are here. Archangel Michael declares this moment marks the beginning of your restoration. The process has already begun. You may not feel it yet, but heaven has released something into motion on your behalf. Heaven's alignment is not loud. It often begins in stillness. Right now, the Spirit of God is rearranging what you thought was chaos. The things that felt random will start to reveal divine design. The doors that closed will be understood in time. The people who left were part of a sacred pruning. And the pain you endured has been turned into the soil for your healing. You are stepping into a sacred appointment, one written long before you were born. God saw the season when you would be tired, when your hope would flicker, and He wrote this moment into your timeline as a rescue. This isn't inspiration, it's intervention. This isn't coincidence, it's calling. So breathe. Let the atmosphere of heaven fill the room where you are. Even now you are surrounded. Even now angels stand watch. Even now the Lord Himself leans close to you. He whispers, "You were never outside my sight." Every heartbeat, every sigh, every unspoken word. I have seen it all. You are still mine. There is a shift happening as you listen. Something invisible is loosening. The heaviness in your chest, the guilt that lingered too long, the quiet belief that you were forgotten. Archangel Michael says, "We are lifting it now." As you exhale, heaven exhales with you. As you release your fear, heaven releases your blessing. You have cried, "Lord, I just want peace." And he replies, peace is already standing at your door. There is healing for your body, for the places that have carried too much pain. There is healing for your mind, for the confusion that made you doubt your worth. There is healing for your heart, for the memories that still ache. And there is healing for your future, for the years that felt stolen. You are stepping into divine recovery, not all at once, but steadily. Not through striving, but through surrender. This is your moment of divine visitation. The same Spirit who raised Christ from the dead is hovering over your life right now, breathing renewal into every weary place. Archangel Michael proclaims the old season of silence is over. The command has gone forth, restore. And so we declare together, I receive my healing. I receive my restoration. I believe heaven has appointed this moment for me. If you are listening, whisper it aloud, even quietly. I receive it. Heaven hears your voice. Angels record your faith. And something begins to turn. This is the beginning of your healing journey. Not because you earned it, but because you were loved enough to be rescued. God has not forgotten you. The angels have not forsaken you. And the story is not over. As you breathe now, the presence of God surrounds you like a soft covering. Stay in this peace for a moment. Let your spirit rest. You don't need to perform. You don't need to prove. You just need to be still and receive. Because this right now is heaven's appointment with you. A new chapter is opening. A new strength is forming. And by the time you rise from this listening, you will not be the same. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, and He is close to you. Hold on to that truth, because the next message will take you deeper into what heaven is revealing, about the hidden battle you didn't even know you were fighting. Stay close. The healing has just begun. If you believe Archangel Michael is guarding you tonight, type "protected" in the comments as your declaration of faith and covering. This part of your journey begins with a revelation. Not all battles are visible, but heaven has seen what's been attacking your soul. There is a reason you felt exhausted without explanation. There is a reason you've been battling heaviness in your mind, sickness in your body, and silence in your relationships. It wasn't just life. It wasn't just stress. It wasn't your imagination. There has been a hidden battle draining you, spiritually, emotionally, even physically. And Archangel Michael has come to reveal the truth. He speaks now with authority. This battle was never just physical. It was never just about your job. It was never just about that diagnosis. It was never just about that heartbreak. The enemy has been targeting your assignment, your calling, and your voice. Heaven wants you to know. The weariness you've been feeling is the weight of an unseen war. Your confusion wasn't weakness. It was the fog of spiritual interference. Your delay wasn't failure. It was a divine shield keeping you from walking into a trap too early. For it is written in Ephesians 6:12, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Beloved, you weren't just tired. You were under surveillance. You weren't just overlooked. You were being protected. You weren't just anxious. You were under spiritual pressure sent to silence your destiny. Archangel Michael reveals, there were curses spoken over your name you never heard. There were jealous prayers prayed against you. There were familiar spirits attached to your bloodline, whispering lies, stirring cycles, attempting to keep you in patterns you didn't create. But heaven has been watching. The angels assigned to you recorded every moment of torment, every cycle of confusion, every hospital visit, every sudden emotional crash that had no visible reason. You have been under attack, but also under cover. Listen closely. That delay you hated, the one that made you question God's timing, was divine protection. If He had let it happen when you wanted it, it would have destroyed you. If He had let the relationship continue, it would have poisoned your future. If He had opened that door too early, it would have become your cage. So yes, it was hard, but it was also holy. Archangel Michael whispers, what you thought was rejection, was redirection. What you thought was abandonment, was preservation. What you thought was silence, was strategy. And now the truth is being unveiled. God is pulling back the curtain on what's been operating behind the scenes. You were not weak. You were being worn down by warfare. You were not broken. You were being targeted because of your potential. You were not cursed. You were chosen to confront what others ignored. And that's why you're still here. That's why you didn't die in the pit. That's why your faith, even if it feels small, is still alive today. Heaven has preserved you for this very unveiling. Because this is the season where you begin to understand. It wasn't just about you. It was about the legacy you carry. It was about the people tied to your freedom. It was about your children's children, the generations yet to come. The enemy didn't attack you because you were weak. He attacked you because you were anointed. He saw what was coming for you. He saw the anointing on your name, the authority in your future. And he tried everything to wear you down before you got there. But he failed. And now, heaven is assigning healing angels to reverse the damage. Michael declares, waves of restoration are being released now. What was stolen will be returned. What was broken will be mended. What was hidden will be revealed. You are not crazy. You are not cursed. You are not alone. You are standing in the middle of a divine unveiling. And what's being uncovered will shift everything. The things you couldn't explain before. The sudden fear, the unrelenting fatigue, the dreams that troubled your sleep. They were clues. And now those clues are turning into clarity. The warfare is being exposed, and healing is being released. So right now, say this aloud with me. I am not wrestling flesh and blood. I am stepping out of confusion. I am covered by heaven. I am surrounded by angels. What has been hidden is being revealed. Say it again. Let your spirit rise with it. I am not cursed. I am chosen. I am not alone. I am covered. I am not forgotten. I am assigned for healing. Archangel Michael stands in agreement. Heaven's forces are being deployed to reverse what the enemy has tried to steal. And you, yes, you, are about to walk in a clarity and strength you've never known before. Because now you know it wasn't just anxiety. It wasn't just illness. It wasn't just confusion. It was war. But it is ending. Healing has been scheduled. Deliverance has been initiated. Breakthrough is being prepared. You may feel like the same person, but spiritually, you're not. The veil is lifting. The battle is being turned, and your clarity is returning. There will be more instruction. There will be more revelation. Heaven has not finished speaking. But for now, rest in this truth. You are not crazy. You are not alone, and you are not defeated. A greater healing is on the way. Stay with this message. What heaven reveals next will show you how close the protection really was. Archangel Michael has heard your name in the courts of heaven, and he brings a message just for you. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. Your name has been spoken aloud before the throne of the Almighty. Heaven has remembered you. You thought you were forgotten. You thought your prayers dissolved into silence. You thought your tears fell unnoticed onto the earth. But heaven whispers back to you now. Your name has been echoing through eternity. From the moment you cried, God took record. From the moment your heart broke, heaven responded. And now Archangel Michael stands before you carrying that divine reply. He says, "My child, the sound of your sorrow reached heaven before you ever spoke it aloud. Every heartbreak, every lonely night, every silent ache, it was heard. Your name has been engraved into the hands of the one who created you." The Lord declares in Isaiah 49:16, "I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are ever before me." Think of that for a moment. You are not written in sand to be erased by wind. You are engraved, permanent, eternal scene. You are not forgotten. You are remembered. You are not abandoned. You are adored. You are not invisible. You are engraved upon His hands. There is a record of your pain in heaven, but there is also a schedule for your healing. Before you ever fell, restoration was planned. Before you ever wept, comfort was assigned. Before heartbreak began, angelic intervention was already in motion. Archangel Michael says, "You did not cry alone. You did not break in secret. Every tear you shed became an announcement in the heavenly realm. Your pain became prayer. Your sighs became signals. And heaven has now responded. The angels who stood guard through your hardest nights are still standing. The same ones who shielded you from unseen danger are still stationed around you now. You were never unguarded. You were never unloved. Heaven has seen your faith, even when it was fragile. You whispered, "Lord, I don't know if I can keep believing." And yet you kept breathing, and heaven called that worship. God has not just heard you. He has moved for you. The delay that once frustrated you is breaking right now. What seemed like silence was actually preparation. And what felt like denial was divine timing. Michael speaks again. Heaven is now responding. The time of waiting is closing. The doors that seemed locked are shifting in the spirit. The fog that clouded your direction is clearing. What was withheld is being released. Heaven is breaking the barrier that kept you in confusion. There is a sudden clarity coming, the kind that makes you look back and finally understand. You will see why certain things ended. You will understand why certain people left. You will realize that every detour was protection, not punishment. This is the moment where divine reversal begins. For every year of loss, restoration is being multiplied. For every silent season, you will now hear clear direction. For every unanswered question, there will be visible confirmation. And right now, angels are moving to remove the residue of despair that clung to your heart. Michael commands it, let it lift now. The weariness, the confusion, the belief that God has forgotten, it breaks now. The chains of delay, the spiritual fog of waiting, the cycle of unanswered prayers. It breaks now. You may feel something stirring, a peace rising, a warmth moving through your chest, a stillness covering your thoughts. That is not emotion. That is activation. It is the sign that heaven is responding in real time. Say these words quietly, even if it feels strange. My name is known in heaven. My pain has been seen. My healing has begun. Heaven hears you. Your declaration becomes agreement. Your agreement becomes authority. Beloved, you are chosen to walk in divine protection. Archangel Michael says, you are not meant to live in constant fear. You are surrounded by light. You are shielded by the power of the Most High. The angels encamp around those who trust Him, and you are one of them. Your story is not over. It is being rewritten in light. Your identity is not the wound. It is the one who healed from it. Your name is not forgotten. It is spoken with reverence in the heavenly courts. God calls you his own. Michael calls you his assignment. And heaven calls you redeemed. Take a breath. Feel the quiet that follows when fear finally loses its grip. You are safe. You are seen. You are remembered. The season of silence is ending. The season of revelation is here. God is not distant. He is near enough to whisper your name. You are engraved on his palms, which means you can never slip from his grasp. Even when you wandered, his hand still held you. Even when you doubted, his mercy still surrounded you. Even when you broke down, his love never looked away. Archangel Michael leans close and speaks softly. There are moments in heaven when your name is spoken with honor. Because despite everything, you still believed. You still reached. You still called out. And now that faith has reached its return, heaven is answering the prayers you forgot you prayed. The restoration has begun. The healing is in progress. And divine protection will mark your steps from this moment forward. You are walking into a new atmosphere, one where peace speaks louder than fear. The same God who engraved your name has written your deliverance. The same angels who guarded your night are preparing your dawn. This is the promise. Heaven is not silent. Your name is being carried through realms unseen. And as you rest tonight, heaven is working still. Hold these words in your spirit. I am engraved on his hands. Heaven knows my name. My restoration has begun. Because this is only the beginning. The next message will show you the shield that's been around you all along. The protection you didn't even know you had. You should have been taken out. But heaven built a shield around you. That car crash should have ended everything. That sickness should have swallowed you. That mental collapse should have shattered you beyond repair. That night you felt like giving up, heaven intervened. You may never know how many times death passed by your door. You may never fully understand how close the breakdown came. But Archangel Michael knows. Because he was there, he speaks now with clarity and compassion. My child, we were commanded to guard you through it all. There were orders issued from the throne of God, and we stood watch while you wept, while you wandered, while you felt like giving up. The attacks were real, but the shield was stronger. You are still here not because life was easy, but because purpose preserved you. You were spared for a reason. You were protected not just for survival, but for destiny. Psalm 91:11 says, "For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways." Not some of your ways, not the holy ones, not the perfect ones, all of them. Even the steps you took in confusion, even the nights you wandered far from God's will, even the moments you didn't want to keep going. He sent angels. He issued commands. He built invisible walls. The accident that could have taken your life was blocked. The diagnosis that could have spread was stopped. The depression that should have drowned you was lifted. Not by your own strength, but by the power of God's protection. Michael continues, "We fought battles you never saw. We pushed back darkness that tried to wrap around your mind. We shielded you while you were unaware. You cried out, and we responded before the words even left your lips. And even in the times you didn't cry out, even in the moments you sat in silence, heaven still moved for you. Why? Because God saw the purpose in you that you didn't yet see. Because heaven knew your future needed defending. Because you were carrying something sacred, even when you felt shattered. You may have felt weak, but your destiny was strong. You may have doubted your worth, but heaven saw your value. You may have stumbled, but the angels never stepped away. You weren't just lucky, you were covered. The enemy tried to make you believe that your survival was a mistake, that you should have been lost, that your healing was delayed as punishment. But no, what the enemy labeled as failure, God calls preservation. Archangel Michael declares, you were spared because of a purpose that still lives. We didn't just guard your life, we guarded your calling. Let that settle into your heart. Your life has been protected because there's something in you that's still unfolding. You didn't miss your chance. You didn't lose your window. God is still working. The promise is still alive. Heaven has documented every tear, every cry, every moment you whispered, God, I don't know how to keep going. And those moments were never ignored. You may think your pain disqualified you, but in heaven's record, your pain is what proves your perseverance. It's what gave heaven legal grounds to dispatch angels to defend you, not because you were perfect, but because you were chosen. Michael says again, there were moments the enemy demanded access to your life, but we said no. There were moments he tried to bring finality, but the hand of God said not yet. There were moments you came close to the edge, but heaven stood between you and destruction. And now, the same angels who shielded you are preparing you. You're not just protected, you're being positioned. This is the season where you begin to trust the divine defense around you. Not because you understand everything, but because you've seen enough to know you didn't make it this far by accident. Begin to speak this over your life. I am covered. I am shielded. I am not walking alone. Say it again. I may not have seen it, but I now believe it. God has protected me for a reason. Even now, angels are stationed around your home, around your children, around your steps, not because you prayed perfectly, but because heaven sees purpose in your existence. Let this be the turning point. From fear to trust, from questioning to resting. You don't need to be afraid of what's ahead. Because if God has protected you this far, He's not about to stop now. You've walked through fire. You've walked through loss. You've walked through confusion. And yet, you're still standing. That's not weakness. That's proof. You were built to survive because you were born to fulfill something bigger. Archangel Michael places this seal over your heart today. You were never unprotected, and you will never be unprotected. Your name is marked. Your path is guarded. Your purpose is shielded by the King. So breathe in peace. Let fear melt from your shoulders. Let regret loosen its grip. You don't have to explain how you made it. Just know that heaven carried you. As we move into the next part, you'll begin to see the deeper reason why. Not only were you protected, you were chosen. Chosen to stand in a place your family never stood. Chosen to break things they couldn't break. Chosen to carry what they couldn't carry. Part 5 will show you you are not cursed. You are the bloodline breaker. And heaven has fought hard to preserve the one who would bring healing to generations. You are not cursed. You were chosen to end what others endured. This isn't just about you. This moment, this message, this awakening, it reaches deeper than your life alone. It reaches into your bloodline. You've felt it, haven't you? The weight that didn't start with you, but somehow found its way into your hands. The cycles that repeated in your family. The silence around pain. The patterns no one dared to confront. There were battles your parents couldn't win. There were wounds your grandparents buried. There were chains wrapped around your family tree. Chains of addiction, secrecy, fear, poverty, broken relationships, and spiritual compromise. But heaven is speaking now. And Archangel Michael delivers the message clearly: you are the interruption to the enemy's plan for your family. Yes, you. Not because you're perfect, not because you know how to break every curse, but because you were willing. Because you said, God, there has to be more. Because you felt the fire rise in your soul when others said, this is just how it is. Because you prayed when others stayed silent. You wept for healing that no one else believed possible. Isaiah 58:12 declares, you will be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in. Heaven calls you that. Restorer, repairer, breaker of cycles. There's a reason it's been hard for you. You've been fighting what others surrendered to. You've been wrestling things that ran unchecked for generations. You've stood against patterns that were so familiar, others called them normal. But you didn't. You sensed something deeper. You refused to bow to what tried to bury you. You broke rank with what tried to pass through you. And heaven noticed. Archangel Michael speaks with reverence. We were waiting for the one who would not bow, the one who would not accept the lie, the one who would cry out for something holy to rise again in the family line. That one is you. You are not here to suffer the same fate. You are here to reverse it. You are not here to carry the burden forward. You are here to cut it off at the root. The pain stops with you. The confusion stops with you. The trauma, the silence, the generational torment, it ends with you. Say it now, and say it like a line is being drawn in the spirit. It ends with me. Say it again. Let it echo. It ends with me. Heaven agrees. And angels are being dispatched to help you build what others only dreamed of. You are not starting from scratch. You are starting from prayer. The whispered prayers of someone before you. A grandmother, a great uncle, a father, long gone. Those prayers were planted in the soil of your lineage. And now they're blooming in you. Michael says healing is not just touching your life. It is preparing to ripple through generations after you. Your children will live free from what shackled you. Your house will carry the fragrance of peace that your childhood never knew. And that is why the protection over your life has been so fierce. That is why the attacks have come so often. And yet, so many have failed. You are protected not only because you are precious, but because the future of your family depends on your freedom. Because the restoration of your bloodline flows through your obedience. This is not pressure. This is anointing. You were born for this. You were handpicked for this. You are not burdened. You are appointed. Say it again with your spirit wide open. I am the bloodline breaker. I am the repairer of the breach. I am the one who chooses healing even when others chose silence. You are part of a divine reversal. The blessing that once seemed out of reach is now within you. The promise that felt broken is being restored. What skipped past generations before you is being poured out over you now. And as it pours, it will flow into those around you, into your home, into your children, into those who walk beside you. This is where we begin the next layer of covering. Because what heaven reveals in the next part is not just spiritual identity, it's spiritual territory. The enemy fought to claim your household, but now heaven is reclaiming it. What's about to unfold next is not just about who you are, but what you own in the spirit. Because a bloodline breaker doesn't just stop the curse. They build the altar. They plant the flag. They cover the home in glory. But for now, pause. Let this truth settle deep in you. You are not who they said you'd be. You are not repeating their story. You are not stuck in the pattern. You are the chosen one, the anointed one, the one heaven has backed from the beginning. It ends with you, and because of that, new life begins with you. Stay close now. In Part 6, Archangel Michael will show you how to cover what's been entrusted to your care. Because your home is next, and heaven is already watching over it. Angels are standing watch over your house, and the enemy cannot cross the line. You may have felt it. The tension that lingers in the air, the way the atmosphere in your home shifts. Suddenly heavy, strangely unsettled. You've walked through rooms and felt a weight that words couldn't explain. You've heard the creaks at night that carried more than sound. You've sensed unease, confusion, tension between loved ones. And maybe you told yourself it was just in your head. But heaven is here to confirm what you already knew in your spirit. It wasn't your imagination. Your home has been under spiritual observation, not just by the enemy, but by heaven itself. And today, Archangel Michael comes with authority and reassurance. Every corner of your home is now under heaven's seal. For it is written in Psalm 121:5-8, "The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore." Beloved, this isn't just poetic language. This is a divine contract. It means your front door is covered, your windows are sealed, your children's rooms are guarded, your walls are wrapped in heavenly defense. Archangel Michael says, "We have been stationed outside your home and within its walls. We stand at the thresholds. We fill the atmosphere. No plan formed against this household will succeed." Some of the unrest you felt was spiritual interference, the enemy trying to disturb your sanctuary, to bring division where there should be peace, to stir fear where there should be rest, to plant anxiety in the midnight hours. But not anymore. Right now, heaven is reclaiming your space. This house, this apartment, this room, this dwelling belongs to the Lord. So we begin now with prophetic action. Lift your voice, even if it's just a whisper, and declare with me, "My home is under divine surveillance. No darkness may dwell here. No confusion may linger. No fear may rest. Only the presence of God has permission to abide here." Say it again, "My home is covered." Type those words in the comments, not for show, but as a sign of agreement. You're not just saying it, you're sealing it. Now begin to visualize each room in your home. Every door frame, every window, every corner. And as we walk through them in the Spirit, speak this: "I anoint this threshold with the peace of God. I declare this doorway is an entrance to rest, not warfare." Now speak over your living room or gathering space. This room will host the presence of God. Every conversation here will be seasoned with grace. The air in this space will carry praise, not tension. Over your bedroom. This is a place of sleep and safety. No nightmares, no torment. Only dreams filled with light and revelation. Over your children's rooms or those under your roof, I cover their sleep. I cover their minds. I cancel every spiritual intrusion and declare that only the voice of God has access to their hearts. Even the kitchen, the bathroom, the hallway. No space is too small for divine covering. Michael says, "The enemy looks for doorways, but every entry point is now guarded by angels. Where once shadows tried to creep in, light now fills the space." If you have oil nearby, anoint your doorposts. If you don't, lift your hand. Because your words carry power. Your home is not just where you sleep. It's where your spirit should find rest. It's where your children should grow in peace. It's where the glory of God should reside, not fear. So now we release worship into the air. Even if you can't sing, speak it, Holy Spirit. You are welcome here. Let this house be your sanctuary. Let praise arise in this atmosphere. Let angels stand watch around every wall. There are people listening right now who haven't slept well in years. Nightmares, midnight panic, tension in the body that begins as soon as the sun sets. Heaven is speaking now. That ends today. Michael says, the torment that has stolen your peace ends here. The fear that crept in under the door now flees through the window. You are not imagining the shift. Even now, the spiritual heaviness is lifting. Even now, a stillness is settling. Because your home is not ordinary. It has been marked by heaven. It has been claimed by the Spirit. Declare again, this house belongs to God. This family is under His covenant. This space is filled with angels, and no darkness can stay here. If you believe that, type it again, my home is covered. Let the comments become a prayer wall. Let the declarations rise together, from nations, cities, homes across the world. We may be separated by distance, but the angels are moving across time and territory in perfect synchronization. You are not the only one covering your home tonight. Thousands are standing with you, and heaven stands among them. Now take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. That weight on your shoulders, it just lifted. That tightness in your chest, it's releasing. That fear in the hallway, it has been replaced with peace. Michael says again, this is sacred ground now. Let no unclean thing enter. Let no plan succeed. Let only the Spirit of God dwell here. You will sleep differently tonight. You will sense peace differently tomorrow. You will walk through your home and feel joy instead of dread. Because heaven isn't just watching over you. It's watching over everything you love. And now, beloved. In part 7, heaven begins to heal what's been aching. The protection has been sealed, and the healing is about to flow. Stay with this message. We're just getting started. By the time you finish this sentence, healing will already be flowing. Not tomorrow. Not when everything looks better. Not once you earn it, fix it, or figure it out. Now, right here, as your heart opens. Right here, as heaven speaks. Right here, as Archangel Michael stands beside you with the oil of restoration. Heaven is not preparing to heal you. Heaven has already begun. The pain that's lingered in your body, the tension in your chest you couldn't explain, the sadness that settled into your bones. God has seen every part, and He has already moved. Hear this from the Lord spoken in Jeremiah 30:17. I will restore health to you, and your wounds I will heal, declares the Lord. Not I might, not if you deserve it, not if you wait another year, I will. It's a divine guarantee, and it's happening now. Archangel Michael says, healing is in motion. We are moving through bloodstream and bone, through joints and muscles, through memories and emotions, through the deep recesses of the soul, where trauma once sat, undisturbed. Heaven is flushing out the poison. Michael declares with power, the bitterness is leaving. The despair is lifting. The poison is leaving your system, spirit, soul, and body. There is no part of you that heaven is leaving untouched. The parts you hide, the parts you've labeled as too far gone, even those places are being flooded with light. Pain, so, infirmity, lift, anxiety, break, disease, dissolve, fear, be cast out. Say it aloud if you can. If you're somewhere quiet, whisper it with authority. Pains go, infirmity to lift, anxiety, break. These are not just words. They are prophetic keys. Each declaration unlocks a door in the Spirit. Each word opens a pathway for angelic intervention. Right now, healing angels are ministering to you. Some of you can feel the heat in your body. That's not imagination. Some feel a tingling in your hands, or a warmth in your back, or tears coming without reason. That's the touch of the Holy Spirit. You don't have to feel it to receive it. You just have to believe. Say this softly, I receive my healing. Say it again, I receive my healing. Body, mind, and soul. God is restoring things you didn't even know were broken. He's healing wounds you buried under busyness. He's stitching up heart tears you forgot how to name. He's calming systems in your nervous system that haven't known peace in years. There is peace settling over your chest. There is clarity coming to your thoughts. There is rest being assigned to your nights. No more panic. No more replaying the past. No more waking up in fear. Michael speaks again. You have carried this long enough. Now the burden shifts. Now the poison leaves. Now healing flows. Let it come. Let it cover you. Let it wash over your skin like a gentle river. The word says, I will restore health to you. So we declare together, not as a wish, but as a truth, my healing has begun. My mind is clearing. My body is renewing. My heart is softening. My spirit is rising. The lie says you're too damaged. The truth says you're already in recovery. The lie says this is how it will always be. The truth says this is the season where reversal begins. Beloved, you are already in the middle of the miracle. You're not waiting to be healed. You're catching up to what God already spoke. Even as you listen, there is movement in your system. A heaviness is lifting. A tightness is breaking. A memory that used to sting is now losing its power. For someone, the migraine that followed you for years is being dissolved. For another, the back pain you've called chronic is being undone. For others, it's the soul wounds from betrayal, from loss, from abandonment. They're being sealed now by the balm of Gilead. This healing isn't earned. It's given. Because the blood of Jesus already paid for it. Because heaven refuses to leave you shattered. You don't have to know how to fix yourself. You just have to say, God, I give you access. Heal what I cannot see. Restore what I forgot was broken. The angels are responding. Heaven is confirming. Michael is releasing the decree. You will not leave this moment the same. And no, it's not just emotional. This isn't temporary relief. This is a divine reset in every dimension of your being. So breathe. Let healing fill the air. Let trust rise in your chest. Say it again, even softer this time, as if speaking directly to heaven, I receive it. Thank you, Lord. My healing has begun. Let peace settle now. Don't rush away. The next chapter will reveal the battle that tried to block this moment, and the breakthrough that heaven has already declared over your life. But for now, just rest in this truth. Healing isn't coming. Healing is here. There was an assignment against your life, and heaven canceled it. You were not under attack because you were weak. You were targeted because you were carrying something powerful, and the enemy knew it. This wasn't random. This wasn't just a bad season. This wasn't just one thing after another. This was a coordinated ambush. A strategic strike from darkness meant to stop you before your assignment could come alive. But it failed. Archangel Michael says, the enemy saw the glow on your life. He saw the blueprint in heaven before you did. He saw what you were born to carry, and he knew he couldn't steal it. So he tried to break you instead. But you didn't break. You may have bent, you may have cried, you may have doubted, but you are still here. Because heaven intervened. Because God stepped in. And now what tried to bury you will become the ground where your assignment grows. As it is written in Genesis 50:20. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. The enemy meant it for evil. But heaven has already rewritten the purpose. That betrayal, it wasn't just painful, it was planned. That loss, it wasn't just hard. It was hell's best attempt to stop you. That burnout, it wasn't just stress. It was spiritual suffocation designed to silence your roar. But you survived. And not just barely. You're about to rise. Michael declares with fire in his voice. You will not die in this season. Your purpose is not buried. Your mantle is not broken. Your future is not canceled. Let those words go deep. You will not die in this season. That thought that said, maybe I won't make it. It was not your thought. It was the whisper of an enemy terrified that you'd realize your power. Because if you ever fully believed what you carry, you'd become unstoppable. And now, you will. This is not survival. This is reversal. This is where heaven takes what hurts you and turns it into the oil that anoints you. What was meant to destroy you will now define your assignment. What was used to silence you will now amplify your voice. What almost killed you will now heal others. Say it aloud, I survived what was meant to bury me. Say it again until your spirit stands up inside you, I survived. I outlived the attack. I am still here. And I'm not leaving empty. You're not walking out of this season in ruins. You're walking out with a mantle. Michael says, the fire that tried to burn you only refined what you were meant to carry. And now, a new mantle is being placed on your shoulders. You are not just healed, you are commissioned. You are not just restored, you are reassigned. There is a weight being placed on you now, not to crush you, but to crown you. A divine responsibility, a heavenly assignment, one that matches the fire you've walked through. Heaven doesn't waste survivors. Heaven commissions them, and that's what's happening now. Right here, as you listen, a fresh mantle is being placed upon you, one stitched with resilience, one soaked in oil, one formed in the fire. You were chosen for this because you lived through that. Say this now, quietly or boldly, but say it with faith. I receive my mantle. I will walk in the assignment that hell tried to destroy. I will not die with my purpose buried. I will rise and fulfill what I was born to do. Heaven is responding to your agreement. Michael nods in holy affirmation. You are ready, he says. You've passed the test. You've outlived the assignment against you. Now walk in the one that belongs to you. There's a shift happening as you say yes. You may feel it, like something opening in your chest, like strength returning to your bones, like wind rushing through a room. That's not just emotional. That's spiritual. That's the atmosphere changing as heaven confirms your release. This is the moment the war turns. This is the moment your authority rises. This is the moment the heavens say she's ready. He's awakened. They will no longer be silent. Everything hell used to try to shut you down. Your past, your pain, your delay, your weakness. God is using it now as a platform to reveal His power in your life. Say this one more time. I will not die in this season. I will rise. I will walk. I will speak. I will carry what heaven gave me. And now, beloved, you are being led into part 9, the chapter where you begin to walk in authority. The authority that was forged through your fire, the power that was birthed through your pain, the mantle that was earned in the Spirit not because you were perfect, but because you didn't quit. The attack didn't stop you. And now, nothing will. You're not just healed. You now have authority to heal others. This is the turning point. You've been restored not just to feel better, but to step into something greater. You didn't survive all that warfare to stay silent. You didn't walk through fire just to return to normal. Heaven didn't bring you this far to leave you passive. Now you walk in dominion. Now you speak and things shift. Now your scars carry weight in the spirit realm. Archangel Michael speaks firmly. You've been given authority over what tried to break you. You were once the target. Now you are the weapon. You once cried out, now your voice carries deliverance. This is the moment where you stop surviving and start ruling. The enemy hoped that pain would make you quiet, that grief would steal your boldness, that trauma would mute your authority. But God had a different plan. Jesus said in Luke 10:19, "Behold, I have given you authority to trample on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means harm you." You've been given spiritual keys. You have been entrusted with power. You're not cursed, you are commissioned. You're not just restored, you are repositioned. What used to torment you now flees when you speak. What used to confuse you now yields when you pray. Michael declares, you are no longer speaking from the valley. You are commanding from the mountain. Heaven has placed a new sound in your mouth. So now begin to use it. Start with this: I take authority over every area where the enemy tried to steal from me. I command peace into my mind. I command healing into my body. I command clarity into my home. I declare the atmosphere around me is submitted to God. Say it again. Say it like you believe the weight of heaven is behind your words. Because it is. Your declarations are not empty. They are reinforced by angels. They are backed by the blood of Jesus. They are confirmed by the word of God. You're no longer praying from powerlessness. You're praying from partnership. Michael says, now when you speak, heaven moves. When you declare healing, angels are dispatched. When you rebuke fear, darkness scatters. When you bless others, deliverance flows through your mouth. This is how the kingdom works. Healing multiplies when it is given away. You've been filled. Now you pour. You've been set free. Now you free others. You don't need a stage. You don't need a platform. Your living room is holy ground. Your voice at midnight carries the same weight as a prophet's. Begin to speak healing over others right now. Start with your family. Say it aloud: I release peace into my household. I release breakthrough over my children. I speak restoration into the bloodline. I cancel every lingering curse and declare the blessing of the Lord. Now move to those who've hurt you. Yes, even them. Because your authority is not limited by emotion, it's led by obedience. Say this: I forgive, I release, and I declare freedom even over those who betrayed me. No more bitterness, no more chains. I walk in complete dominion. Feel the shift. That's what authority feels like. Not loudness, clarity, not control, alignment, not fear, not faith. You are stepping into your voice, not the voice of your trauma, not the voice of your past, the voice of your new anointing. Your words are creating new realities. Your prayers are planting seeds in the Spirit. Your declarations are echoing in heaven's courts. Archangel Michael affirms the same angels who protected you are now walking with you into battle, not to defend you, but to fight through you. You're not just covered. You're carrying something now. You are an atmosphere shifter. You are a deliverance carrier. You are a healing wellspring. Say it: I have authority. I am not afraid. I am backed by heaven. When I speak, mountains move. That isn't pride. That's agreement with God. The enemy knows he can't touch your authority, so he tries to make you forget it. But now you remember. You were given this power not because you're flawless, but because you're faithful. You've been faithful through the pain, faithful through the process, faithful through the silence. And now it's time to step forward, to lay hands and believe, to speak and see it happen, to bless and watch it multiply. This is not just about survival. This is your commissioning. Heaven is looking for voices that agree with God, hearts that will speak light into dark places, hands that will extend healing even when they're still healing themselves. You are ready. And in part 10, Michael will show you what you're called to protect. Because now that you've been trusted with authority, you're ready to guard something greater. But for now, say this once more. I am not a victim. I am a vessel. I carry healing. I walk in authority, and I will use it. Heaven has spoken. Now, you speak too. Your healing was not just survival. It was training for your assignment. Everything you walk through, every valley, every tear, every fire. It wasn't random. It was preparation. Heaven wasn't just getting you through it. Heaven was building you through it. Not only so you could stand, but so you could protect. This part of your journey is about what you're called to guard. Because you're not just a survivor. You're a protector now. Anointed, commissioned, trusted. Archangel Michael speaks with sacred clarity. You've been entrusted with more than you know. Your hands are no longer empty. They are anointed to protect others. What once felt like weakness has now become your divine assignment. The word says in 2 Timothy 1:14, guard the good deposit that was entrusted to you. Guard it with the help of the Holy Spirit who lives in us. That good deposit isn't just your faith. It's your calling. It's the healing God poured into your spirit. It's the truth He revealed to you in your darkest moments. It's the deliverance that was birthed through your desperation. And now heaven says guard it. Because what you carry can't be wasted. Because what's been placed in you is meant to protect others. Your healing is not just personal. It's generational. Your freedom is not just for your relief. It's for the rescue of others. Your light is not for display. It's for defense. Michael says, your calling is now a shield. Your presence is now a weapon. When you stand in a room, the atmosphere changes. When you pray, darkness retreats. When you cover your home, heaven fortifies it. You are a protector now. Say it aloud, I am a protector. I am a light bearer. I am a guardian of what God has given me. Say it again. Let it mark your identity. Let heaven record it. Let the enemy hear it and tremble. I am a protector. I am a light bearer. I do not just recover. I defend. This is the reason your journey was so hard. It wasn't just about your own survival. It was about what you'd be strong enough to shield once you came through it. You were trained in the fire, so you could become fireproof. And now, you are covering people who don't even know you're praying for them. You're creating safe spaces for others with your presence. You're carrying peace into places that used to host chaos. You're walking into spiritual assignments you never even saw coming. You are no longer just trying to survive storms. You are called to speak to them. Michael says, every time you refused to give up, a wall was being built. Every time you cried out in secret, a gate was being fortified. You have been raised up as a gatekeeper for your generation. So protect what God has given you. Protect your peace. Protect your testimony. Protect your household. Protect the little flame that's growing in someone else. And protect this space, this community, this movement of healing and prophetic restoration. You're not walking alone anymore. You're part of an army, a remnant, a circle of light bearers around the world who are saying yes to the call. If this message has been part of your journey, if heaven has confirmed your calling here, then subscribe and stand with us. This is more than content. This is a sanctuary. This is a prayer wall. This is an altar in the cloud. And you are not just a viewer, you are a voice. So type it in the comments now. I am a protector. I stand with this army. My calling is a shield. Let your declaration become part of the spiritual covering that surrounds this message and the people who will need to hear it next. Because what you protect will grow. The peace you guard will expand. The healing you cover will multiply. The revelation you shield will reach others. Michael says, your protection is not only spiritual, it's prophetic. You are keeping alive what will one day awaken nations. There is legacy in your obedience. You are not just living day to day. You are walking out a divine design. Every time you intercede, heaven moves. Every time you stay faithful, roots go deeper. Every time you speak life, the enemy loses ground. You are not small. You are not random. You are not forgotten. You are a watchman. You are a guardian. You are a keeper of light in dark places. And now the heavens are responding. You've said yes to the assignment. You've embraced your mantle. You've stepped into your post. And in the next chapter, heaven will begin to show you the signs, the confirmations, the divine messages you thought were just coincidence, the evidence that you were never alone, and that heaven has been walking with you every step of the way. Stay close. Your eyes are about to be opened, and your next step will be marked with signs, wonders, and heavenly affirmation. You weren't just chosen. You are the answer to someone else's prayer. You may not know their names. You may never see their faces. But there are people, some long gone, some still living, whose whispered prayers are being fulfilled through you. You didn't start this. You're continuing something sacred, something generational, something heaven has been watching unfold for a very long time. Archangel Michael speaks softly, but with weight. We fought to keep you alive because others were tied to your survival. You carry more than your own destiny. You carry legacy. You are not just the product of your past. You are the preserver of what heaven planted long before you. There were prayers prayed decades ago, in tears, in silence, in faith, asking God to send someone who would stand, someone who would break what needed to be broken, someone who would heal what was left wounded, someone who would rise when others fell. That someone is you. The Bible says in Hebrews 12:1, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." The great cloud of witnesses. They're not just saints from the scriptures. They're the praying grandmother who never saw the promise, the father who repented on his deathbed and prayed for his children, the generations who held the faith when it wasn't popular, the ones who died believing God would raise up someone in their line. He did. It's you. You are the one they hoped would rise, the one they asked God to protect, the one they couldn't raise themselves. But they blessed in prayer, and heaven has preserved you to carry that blessing forward. Michael says, you were born in a battle, but raised for a purpose. You are the bridge between what was and what will be. And here's the mystery of it all, the healing that's happening in you. It's not just moving forward, it's reaching backward. Heaven doesn't just restore the future, it redeems the past. The trauma that traveled through generations, the silence, the pain, the poverty, the shame. It stops with you. And as you heal, the ripple of that healing reaches into places you'll never see with human eyes. The deliverance you receive is breaking open doors for children you haven't yet met, for family members who've walked far from God, for names you'll never know, but heaven has marked. You've been fighting battles they couldn't. You've been praying prayers they never had words for. You've been worshiping with a sound they dreamed of. And all of heaven rejoices. Michael testifies before the courts of heaven. This one did not give up. This one did not let bitterness win. This one kept walking through the fire, even when no one else understood. And now breakthrough is alive in their hands. You are the legacy, not just the heir of pain, but the steward of promise. You've outlived the patterns. You've overcome what tried to bury your bloodline. You've reclaimed what was almost lost. Let this truth settle deeply. Heaven rejoices over your resilience. You didn't have to be perfect. You just had to keep showing up. You just had to say, God, I'm still here. And you did. And because of that, something ancient is being redeemed. Something precious is being preserved. Something prophetic is being born. Say this aloud. Say it with honor. I am the legacy. I am the bridge. I am the healing link between past and future. And I will carry this well. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're not too far gone. You are right on time in heaven's timeline. Because God doesn't forget the prayers of the faithful. He doesn't ignore the seeds planted in tears. And He never wastes the pain that shaped your story. Your healing is history making. Your deliverance is bloodline shifting. Your yes is echoing through heaven and earth. Michael says, we saw what it cost you, and we honor you. And now we help you carry what comes next. So breathe now. Let this moment be a pause of honor. You've come so far. You've broken so much. And you are not alone. Heaven walks with you. The angels surround you. The legacy watches over you. And as you rest tonight, let their prayers hold you like a blanket. Let their faith wrap around your future. Let their hope settle into your soul. Because you are not carrying this alone. You are surrounded. In part 12, the final chapter, heaven will seal what has been spoken. The healing will be confirmed. The protection will be declared. And you will be wrapped in peace, knowing that the promise has been kept. Stay close, beloved. The story is ending. But your legacy is just beginning. You can rest now because the healing has begun and the protection is sealed. This moment was never just a message. It was a visitation. Heaven didn't come to inspire you. Heaven came to cover you, to wrap you in something eternal, to anchor your soul in peace. You may have come here weary. You may have listened through tears. You may have carried more than anyone knows. But Archangel Michael sees it all. And now, he bows in honor of your endurance. Not because you were perfect, but because you stayed. You stayed in the fire. You stayed through the silence. You stayed even when you didn't feel strong. And heaven honors that. Psalm 121:8 says, the Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Not sometimes, not only when you feel worthy, but forevermore. Your name is known. Your life is covered. Your path is sealed. Michael speaks with the gentleness of a father and the reverence of a warrior. This was not just comfort. It was confirmation. This was not casual. It was divine. The Lord Himself sent this message as a covering. Right now, healing flows over your mind, peace over your nervous system, stillness over your thoughts. The weight that pressed against your chest lifted. You are fully covered. Your mind restored. Your body renewed. Your home surrounded. Your future protected. Nothing was missed. Nothing was too small. Nothing was overlooked. The angels have seen the battles you fought in silence. They've stood guard over your family as you wept in prayer. They've recorded the tears that no one else saw. And heaven has moved. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You are not forgotten. Say this softly, I am covered. Say it again, like it's settling into every part of you, I am covered. My life is sealed. My healing has begun. This is your sanctuary, this space, this moment, this presence. You don't need to strive to keep it. You only need to return. Michael whispers gently, come back tomorrow. This is your sanctuary. Let those words wash over you. You don't need to carry everything alone anymore. You don't need to find the right words. You don't need to impress heaven. You are already loved, already seen, already surrounded. There is peace here, not just for tonight, but for every night. There is protection here, not just for your soul, but for your steps. There is healing here, not just for what was broken, but for what's still becoming. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are not late. You are right on time in heaven's schedule. This healing is not a moment. It's a movement. This covering is not temporary. It's sealed. And so with heaven's blessing, with the angels standing guard, with the blood of Jesus securing your peace, Michael places this word over your life. The promise is sealed. You are protected. Let your body relax. Let your thoughts slow down. Let the war inside your mind come to stillness. You've heard what heaven needed you to hear. You've received what your soul was waiting for. You've made it to the other side. This is not the end. This is a new beginning, sealed in peace. So rest now. You are safe. You are loved. You are covered. And when the sun rises tomorrow, this same peace will rise with you. Because heaven does not sleep. The Lord will watch over your coming and your going, tonight, tomorrow, and forevermore. You are not alone. You are not unguarded. You are not abandoned. You are sealed. You are chosen. You are covered. And we will see you again, right here. Same sanctuary, same covering, same voice from heaven that never stops speaking. Return to this place. It will be waiting for you. You are always welcome here. Now rest. Heaven is holding you, and all is well.